Welcome to Create ILL Copy Requests. Copy requests are ILL requests for copy of materials such as articles, chapter or pages of books. Copy requests involve a lending library sending an electronic copy or paper copy of an item to a borrowing library. It's important to configure your preference to save time with your ILL requests and for a better experience with the service. You can configure your preference in OCLC Service configuration, such as create constant data, select your preferred libraries to request from using customer holdings, set up your print settings for your labels and book straps, and add links to your online catalog in the service for easy access. You can find more documentation and short videos on these topics at help.oclc.org. There are 6 steps to create and submit copy requests. First, the borrowing library search for an item in WorldCat database. Then selects the appropriate bibliographic record. The next step is to select the potential lenders for the lend string. Then apply the constant data, check and complete the request form. Finally, submit the request. There will be situations when a library will have to create a request from a blank form. This can be done from your Interlibrary Loan Service homepage, clicking the Borrowing Requests accordion on the left side panel, then Create Request button. We'll then follow the 6 steps mentioned here before by first searching for an item in WorldCat and entering the bibliographic record information on the respective fields in the form. In this video, we will focus on creating a loan request starting from the Discover Items option instead. For example, your patron needs an article that your library doesn't subscribe to. Then you need to gather as much information as possible, such as title, author, ISSN, to start an ILL copy request on behalf of your patron. In this example, the patron needs Journal of Comparative Politics, ISSN 1338-1385. Starting from your Interlibrary Loan Service homepage, click Discover Items accordion on the left side panel. You can either start with a basic search, selecting keyword, title, author, ISSN, or OCLC number, and entering the term, or you can do an advanced search here on the right, where you can combine indexes using the Boolean operators and select qualifiers to filter your search. As our example, where you combine title, ISSN, and language. Then click the search button. At the result page, you can identify which bibliographic record corresponds to the item you are looking for. Now you have 2 ways to proceed. If your library has created customer holdings, then you'll be able to select and apply your customer holdings path on the last column on the right. Customer holdings are pre-selected lending libraries your library prefers to request items from. The other way to proceed is by selecting libraries from the list you can find when you click one of the options on the column in the middle, where each option is in the order of libraries nearest to your library that own the item. Let's click All Holdings link. When you click All Holdings link, you still have 2 options to proceed, either applying your customer holdings path or selecting the libraries from the list below. The libraries whose names are hyperlinked means that when you click the name, you are being redirected to the online catalog to check for the item availability. The eye icon next to the library name takes you to the respective policies directory page to check the library's loan policies. From the list, you can also see a brief information on the lending library's policy. If they supply the item, the days they take to respond, the costs involved, and if they accept IFM, the Interlibrary Loan Fee Management, using the library's OCLC account. After you research and define your potential lenders, you can click the Yes link in the Supplier column. Then the respective symbol is added to the lender string. You can add up to 15 lenders to the lender string. If your library has created a customer holdings, instead of working with the list, you simply select your customer holdings path for this request, and when you click the Go button, the system automatically fills out the lender string with the symbols of the libraries in the customer holdings path that own the item. After your lender string is populated, either from the list or from the customer holdings path, click the Create Request button to create your request. Now you are in the ILL work form. On the upper right side of the screen, you can select and apply your constant data that your library has created for copy requests. Constant data is the information about your library that doesn't change from request to request and can be automatically filled by the system. After you applied your constant data, check if the information is correct. The bibliographic information is automatically filled from your selection. The magnified glass icon located next to the fields take you back to the search results, while the View Holdings link takes you back to the list of potential lenders in case you need to edit any of this information. You'll notice on the right side of the screen the Search My Libraries online catalog link to check the material on your library's online catalog if your library has set up this link in the OCLC service configuration. Then below you find the link to search Google Scholar, Google Books, or Google as reference. Complete any additional information related to the specific copy you need. Then scroll down to select your preferred electronic delivery option. Check if the shipping information is correct in case the lending library needs to send you a paper copy instead. Add group affiliations or borrowing notes as needed. Scroll down to check if the billing information is correct. You can select IFM if your library accepts this method of payment and enter the maximum cost that your library accepts for this request if this information is not part of your constant data. Then enter your patron's information. Your patron's information is visible to your library only. After your form is complete, you are ready to submit your request by clicking the Send Request button on the upper left side of the screen. The system will automatically create an ID number for your request. Use the ID number as reference as you manage your request. When you click on the ID number link, you can start managing your request. At this point, before any lending library has answered to your request, you have the option to edit and save any information, or you can cancel your request, clicking the Cancel Request button if you no longer need this request. You'll be able to manage your request from your Interlibrary Loan Service homepage from the options under the Borrowing Requests accordion on the left side panel, or under the Quick Links in the middle section, or by using the index options to search for your request, entering the term on the respective search box at the upper side of the screen. If a lending library sends you an electronic copy of the item using Article Exchange, you'll find it on the Borrowing Request option on the left side panel by clicking the AE Alert button. Then identify your request to find the Article Exchange unique URL and password where the electronic copy is. You can preview the file and then email the document to your patron. Article Exchange, the file is available for 30 days or after viewed 5 times. Another option you have when creating ILL copy requests on behalf of your patrons is to let the system automate some of these steps. For that, you need to configure the options in OCLC Service configuration, such as Create Constant Data, Customer Holdings, and configure automation on the Automated Request Manager in OCLC Service configuration, and then apply automation to your requests. Then, for example, you only need to search and select the record, then skip all the other steps and send them to automation for the system to follow your rules before you submit the request. You can contact OCLC customer support and find more documentation on all these topics in details at help.oclc.org. Thanks for watching.